usiku nilisikia mlio wa bunduki, mlio wa risasi. Kapiga mara ya kwanza na mara ya pili.
Yeye hakupiga risasi? Risasi zilipigwa na nani?
Na sisi.
Niliona wajamaa wengine wawili. Alafu nilianza kupiga mayowe.
Alianguka tu hapo chini akilia, akipiga mayowe tu.
I'm sorry. There is nothing I've done.
Maana yake serikali mwenyewe inajua ni nani ambaye walioua Bwana Were.
Na hii ni mauaji ambayo ilipangwa.
He was hardly 2 weeks in office as a member of parliament when he was gunned down. Melita's Mugabe Were's killing 7 years ago was termed as a political assassination. Was it? Casefiles, Were's Hitmen, starts now. As the country went up in flames following the disputed presidential election, the month of January 2008 claimed the life of a little-known member of parliament who had only graduated from being a city councillor. Melita's Mugabe Were, the newly elected Embakasi member of parliament, became the first 10th member of parliament to die in the hands of unknown gunmen. His counterpart, Ainamoi member of parliament David Kimtai Too, was to be shot and killed by a police officer in a love triangle saga in Eldoret. The killing of Mugabe Were and David Kimtai Too happened within 3 days of each other, and it happened in the epicenters of the 2008 post-election violence, Nairobi and Eldoret towns. Agnes Wairimu, Mugabe Were's widow, had retired to bed that night when she had a commotion.
I had some loud noise. I realized it was like gunshots and some hoot.
Agnes placed her 11-month-old baby in bed and ran out to the direction of the main gate. By this time, the night guard had reached the main gate.
He ran to the gate, towards the gate. And me, I just stood outside the door. Well, Joseph tried to open the gate, but it couldn't. My son also went there. They tried to open. They couldn't open the gate. I ran straight to the gate. I tried to open. I told Joseph, can you jump over the gate? Joseph did. At that particular time, I was also screaming because I knew something had happened. Because you could hear the car hooting a lot. Well, me and my son, we managed to open the gate from inside. Joseph was outside.
The engine of the Member of Parliament's motor vehicle was still running, but there was no occupant on board. Agnes says the events of the 29th of January 2008 happened a bit too fast.
He did not speak because Joseph said he's still breathing. Bring the car because he's still breathing. So the next thing I heard is just Joseph telling us that Mzee ako hapa chini. That was my husband, was lying down there. When we managed to open the gate, I realized the car coming inside. So our gate, you must escort the gate because it's one door. I was just holding the gate. I saw the car coming inside, but somebody was lying down there. Joseph told me, bring the car. Let a gari, he was talking in Swahili. Let a gari, ni father. Well, I just entered that car, I reversed it, and then Joseph and my son managed to put my husband in the car, the back seat.
A man she had called husband and father of her children was now in the back seat of their family vehicle, short and struggling to stay alive.
The doctor called me and asked me, who are you? I told him, I'm Agnes, I'm the wife. can you come in? I said yes. All he told me is that, I'm sorry, there is nothing you could have done.
This, as speculation spread that Mugabe was a victim of political assassination.
Well, what I thought it was political. I thought it was political because he has just won the seat. It was about 15 days and he has just won the seat. That's all I thought.
Mugabe had won on an ODM ticket. Police in Kilimani were called in with only one bullet head and a body. Investigations into the sudden death of Melita's Mugabe Were commenced. Police investigators were battling rising suspicion that indeed Mugabe was a victim of political assassination. In fact, suspicion became more pronounced a day later after David Kimtai Too, the newly elected member of parliament for Inamoi constituency, was gunned down by a police officer. David Too was also an ODM member of parliament.
I have left my small baby with my house girl. So I was scared that people would come back, the same people who did the same thing would come back and attack my house girl or my kid.
The killers did not return to Woodley Estate where the member of parliament lived. Instead, it was armed police officers with tear gas canisters. Anti-riot police officers launched tear gas canisters on mourners. Agnes Wairimu was not spared.
Why are you doing this? You have already killed my husband. I want to kill him.
Police will later apologize. The tear gas the police force said was meant to flush out demonstrators turned mourners. As Nairobi bid farewell to the slain member of parliament, his colleagues in the 10th parliament pressed for answers.
Na hii ni mauaji ambayo ilipangwa. Na kitu yoyote ambayo imepangwa, kama intelligence ya serikali haiwezi kujua, basi hakuna serikali.
May the death of the more than 1,000 people that have lost their lives jolt this nation back to its senses.
We will not tolerate it anymore for our security forces to turn trigger happy and do the converse of what they are expected.
But then in the sight of God, none of us can pretend to be innocent when we are guilty.
Some stones are too heavy to turn because we are either sitting on them or we are part of the place where they are placed. If they are honest enough to embrace the offer given by the ambassador of the US to take advantage of the FBI and lift those stones themselves can't.
Indeed, the stones in the sudden and brutal murder of the Embakasi member of parliament were not left unturned. So it seemed. After several weeks of investigations, police investigators arrested 4 people, among them 2 women. James Castro Odero, alias Jeremiah Olo Okundi, alias Philip Mgoya, alias Fidel Castro, alias Odhiambo, alias Mrefu, and Wycliffe Walimbo Simiyu, alias Zimbo, were among those arrested by the police. Police claim the 2 were among 4 other suspects behind the fatal shooting of the first-time member of parliament. Castro was arrested in Eldoret town after arriving from Tanzania. His co-accused, Simiyu alias Zimbo, was arrested in Kangemi. The member of parliament had been shot 5 times. A police sketch from the scene of crime painted a picture of a victim facing his attackers when he was shot dead. The killer was upstanding when he shot Melita's Mugabe Were. An entry wound on his back indicated he could have been lying down at some point when he was further shot. Castro and his co-accused were brought in for questioning by the police. At the time, Police investigators had claimed they had recovered blood-stained clothes from the house of Castro and firearms from one of the suspects. The position of the bullet indicated a victim facing his attackers moments before he died. Was Mugabe Were killed struggling with his killers, or was he shot at point-blank range? Casefiles takes a break.
Kueleza wakati unanipa taarifa hii, ni taarifa ambayo inaweza kutolewa kama ushahidi kotini.
Kweli.
So unafahamu namna hiyo?
Nafahamu sana.
Kuna wakati nilikueleza namna hiyo, kuna kitu chochote ambacho ungependa kusema? Ulisema wewe mwenyewe kwa hiari yako?
Hii ni kwa hiari yangu, sijalazimishwa. Hakuna mtu yote amelazimisha.
Hiyo taarifa huwa inachukuliwa na inaweza kupeana kama ushahidi kotini. Si ulielewa vile nilikwambia? Na Katule sasa umenieleza haya mazungumzo yote. Sungali unaelewa namna hiyo?
Having cautioned James Odero, Elias Castro and his co-accused, Wycliffe Walimbo, Elias Zimbo, about a recording session, Castro and Wycliffe Walimbo took police investigators through a frightening tale of a night that was to be the last for the Member of Parliament. Castro and Zimbo told police investigators they were called by one of their gang members who told them there was a mission, a term they used when going out for robberies.
Tumeamkia ilikuwa ni tumeamkia kutafuta hela siku hiyo, na ilikuwa tumeanzia upande wa Karen. Tukaweza kutafuta Karen kule, masaa ikawa imepitika, na wateja ambao tunaweza kuwashika kule. Ikawa sana tutakuja upande wa Woodley.
Tukazunguka Karen kidogo, tukakuja tukateremka mpaka Dagoretti, tukakutana na Njoroge. Tukagawana kwa hizo magari. Mimi, Atengo na Zimbo tukaingia kwa gari ya Mazda. Baba na Kenya, Paul na Kenya wakaingia kwa gari ya hiyo Toyota ilikuwa inaendeshwa na Njoroge. Tukapo ikakuwa tuteremke Jamhuri.
Ngoja kwa sauti.
Tukakapo ikakuwa tuteremke Jamhuri, tukateremka Jamhuri.
Tulipokuwa tutoka upande wa Jamhuri Estate tukija toward Woodley Estate, tuliweza kwenda Adams. Tukifika Adams, Katengo tuliweza kuliona gari likija toward Woodley, kisha ikapiga hii yetu, ikawa Katengo akasema si gari hilo, ikabidi apige mkato ndio tulifuatilia gari. Kisha tuliweza kufuata hivi, tukifika mahali alikuwa ameingia, tuliona ameweza ingiza gari katika gate ambapo nafikiria ilikuwa ni nyumba yake. Sisi hilo gari letu lilikuja likawekwa hapo kando, si wawili tukashuka.
Kamtoa nje ya gari, akachukua wallet yake, simu, kurudi upande mwingine akaniambia ashachukua. Sasa wakati tulikuwa tunaenda ndio mzee akanigrab. Sasa ndio kaambia hawa amenishika. Sasa hapo ndio mashots zilianza kuwa fired. Mimi ile kitu nakumbuka ni kama fire shot 2 au mimi sijui alikuwa amefire shot ngapi, juu dereva pia alikuwa ashakanyaga nje Katengo.
The two claim Melita's Mugabe Were did not scream but fell down. Wycliffe Elias Zimbo, James Elias Castro told police investigators they had no idea they had shot and fatally wounded a newly elected Member of Parliament. The two say they only knew about it the following morning.
Nikaona kwenye taarifa habari kwenye televisheni kwamba kuna mheshimiwa mmoja upande wa Woodley ni Were anaitwa Mugabe Were. Kuangalia kwenye simu message nini niko kweli ni.
But police had doubts about their target.
Sasa ndio tukarudi mali ile gari ilikuwa liko kwenye gate.
Sasa wakati mlikuta kwenye gate, unafikiri ilisimama kwenye gate sababu gani?
Ilikuwa inataka kuingia ndani.
Ilikuwa inataka kuingia ndani. Kwa hivyo ilikuta hiyo gate ikiwa imefungwa.
Sasa ile wakati wa kushuka mzee kwa na watu akishuka. Kajaribu ni kama nataka kupita na gate. Kuongesha gari kwenye lango. Sasa hapo ndio ilikuwa ni kama kuna kitu anaweka huko ili kushuka. Unajua ule ashatangulia kushuka, jumili kwa alikuwa on left side ya driver. Na yeye alikuwa on right. Kwa alikuwa ashashuka mapema. Ashashuka mapema, mimi ndio nilikuwa. Sasa ndio nashuka. Sasa ikakuwa yeye ameenda hivi na mimi nimeenda upande mwingine juu. Ikawa kuna kitu, mbona nika kuna kitu mtu alikuwa anaekelea huko ama anatupa. Sasa kuendelea kuangalia kuna kitu. Sasa ndio huyu alikuwa shamtoa nje kwenye gari. Akachukua simu yake, wallet yake. Alipokuja pale, baada na kupiga search ndio ashaniambia nishachukua, twende.
Tulipokuwa kutoka upande wa Jamhuri Estate tukija toward Woodley Estate, tuliweza kwenda Adams. Tukifika Adams, Katengo tuliweza kuliona gari likija toward Woodley, kisha ikapiga hii yetu, ikawa Katengo akasema si gari hilo, ikabidi apige mkato ndio tumfuate ile gari. Kisha tuliweza kufuata hivi, tukifika mahali alikuwa ameingia, tuliona ameweza ingiza gari katika gate ambapo nafikiria ilikuwa ni nyumba yake. Sisi hilo gari letu lilikuja likawekwa hapo kando, si wawili tukashuka. Mwenzangu Castro aliweza kwenda katika mkono wa kulia, mimi nikaenda katika mkono wa kushoto. Hapo aliweza kumwamuru mwenye gari afungue. Alimfungua kama amemshika, amemgrab mwenzangu, amemshika mikono yote miwili hivi. Ndipo waliweza kustruggle hapo kidogo, kitu kama 2 seconds. Waliweza kustruggle, mimi nami nikapiga pande hii. Nikija tu kabla nifike mahali yuko, nisikia mlio wa bunduki, mlio wa risasi. Nikapiga mara ya kwanza na mara ya pili, na bado alikuwa amemshika. Kisha mimi nami nikafaya zangu mbili.
Was Mugabe Were a victim of a normal robbery, or was he a victim marked for elimination?
Nyinyi mlikuwa mnaenda alafu mkaona gari inafuata nyuma. Sasa ikiwa gari ilikuwa inafuata nyuma, mlikuwa mnaonaje ikiwa imesimama kwenye gate?
Sindio, sasa ndio nilikuwa nataka kuambia hapo. Katengo dereva aliona kuna gari inafuata nyuma. Akasema ili kuangalia, akasema imesimama kwenye gate, ndio akageuza gari.
Akageuza gari yenu sasa. Ile gari mko ndani. Akageuza gari yenu alafu mkaenda.
Sasa ndio tukarudi mali ile gari ilikuwa liko kwenye gate.
Wakati unasema kuna mafaa shots. Huyu mtu kuna risasi ilipiga yeye? Huyo mtu ambaye mmeshambulia?
Hapana.
Na kuna mtu mwingine alikuwa hapo mahali?
Isipokuwa sisi watatu.
Nyinyi watatu na huyu mtu ambaye mlimshambulia. Yeye hakupiga risasi? Risasi zilipigwa na nani?
Na sisi.
Marehemu ilisemekana amepigwa risasi 5 na alikufa. Nilikuja kusikia hivyo.
Hiyo ni lini sasa unasikia?
Kesho yake asubuhi.
Kesho yake asubuhi. Na hiyo mahali alipigiwa ni mahali gani sasa?
Woodley, katika mlango wa nyumba yake akiingia.
Na nini wakati hizo risasi mlipiga ilikuwa ni mahali gani?
Ni hapo.
3 weeks before Melita's Mugabe Were was gunned down, his personal assistant told the police he had received a call from a woman. The caller, who did not identify herself, told the personal assistant there were plans to have the member of parliament killed. The caller told the personal assistant the MP's killing was meant to force a by-election in Embakasi constituency. At the time, the media had reported that Mugabe had made his fears known to the police and 2 people had been arrested and later released. Just 5 days before the newly elected member of parliament was gunned down, he had told his personal assistant that he was being trailed by a motor vehicle. His personal assistant told the police the member of parliament called him informing him he had arrived home safely, something he never used to do. Mugabe Were met several people before meeting his death in the hands of the killers. The last person Mugabe saw off was a female companion that he dropped off along Mombasa Road before driving home. Mugabe Were was alone in his vehicle when he approached his main gate in Woodley Estate. The member of parliament did not have a chance to fight back. He did not even have the opportunity to ring the bell or even make a phone call. Police investigators have since told the court it was Mugabe's cell phone that led them to Tanzania, where Castro had fled 2 days after the Member of Parliament was gunned down. The prosecution has been pushing a murder charge against the accused, claiming it was from Castro's girlfriend's house where they recovered blood-stained clothes that he wore on the night the Member of Parliament was found murdered. Before Castro was arrested, 2 other suspects on the list of those suspected to have taken part in the shooting incident, and in fact, one who is said to have hired out his gang to Castro and Zimbo, were killed exactly 1 week after the Member of Parliament was gunned down. Gatengo and Joroge were gunned down along Wayaki Way by police officers who claimed they had a hand grenade. Another suspect, allegedly armed with a pistol, managed to escape.
Bunduki hizi zilikuwa ziko mali gani?
Bunduki zote tulikuwa tumeziacha kwa kijana fulani anaitwa Kenyo. Juko ndo tulikuwa tunaweka. Sasa unajua ni vitu watu peana, zinaenda huku zinaenda huku. Sasa mile nilikuwa najua ni Kenyo na Zimbo ndo walikuwa wameziweka.
Hii bunduki moja ni ya mrefu, huu nani mrefu ni yake. Moja ipo.
Mrefu nani?
Huyu Castro. Na kuna hii, kuna bareta ni ya Katengo. Na kuna hii seska ambayo mimi, kuna ule kijana nilikuwa nimepeleka na kwake akatoroka jioni mahali sisi ukopa hii bunduki, na inakupa na shilingi 1000. Kino ukifaulu unampelekea shilingi 5000. Ukifaulu masimu unampelekea simu, ama kama umetumia risasi zake utamlipa risasi na umpe chenye umepata.
7 years later, Melita's Mugabe's family is still seeking for answers.
Yes, I would like justice to be done, to know the killer and what was the motive.
The trial of those accused of having taken part in his murder has never been concluded.
Yeah, I don't know who killed him and why.
The prosecution has, however, closed its case, signaling the end of a long, winding trial punctuated with mistrials and witnesses dying. Melita's Mugabe is still remembered as the man who fought so hard to dethrone popular candidates in the hotly contested Embakasi parliamentary seat, but owned the title for only 16 days. He was a member of parliament in a constituency he never lived to represent.
Nia yetu ilikuwa kuwa, nia yetu ilikuwa ni tutafute mtu ATM, so ATM ndio sisi haja yetu kwanga ni ukipata ATM afupe ile pin number, tuende tukae naye mahali, mmoja aende itoe, akishaitoa tumpe gari lake na nia aende. Nia haikuwa kumuua.
Even if they did it on a mistake, we cannot believe that. We cannot believe it.
The trial of the 4 people accused of killing the first-time Member of Parliament has gone through the hands of at least 3 judges, one of them having disqualified himself from the case. The family of the MP is yet to know what happened to him 7 years ago. Casefiles, whereas Hitmen is still a case open. Denson Sarigo for Casefiles.